welcome to the iTELL Like Monday. This is the second sessions, and we had the first session last week. And for tonight, we have Belima de Hery Santosa. Santosa. Santosa will be.
Santosa.
This
Santosa is Javanese.
Santosa. Yes, right. Okay. And the other one is Yustinus Calvin. Hi, Calvin. Wave your hand, please.
Hello, Pak Agus. Hello, everyone.
Fantastic. Okay. So before we start, let me just once again let everybody know that iTELL is organizing our conference this coming July. And we all invite you here to join the conference, and later somebody will tell you more about the conference. And this session or tonight's session and last week's sessions are organized especially to prepare ourselves so that we can join the conference in Georgia. And to let you know once again, that will be offline or face-to-face conference. I believe you have been looking forward to attending the offline conferences. We have a lot of webinars, a lot of online conferences, and we are then organizing the face-to-face conference this coming July. All right. Today or tonight, we have again two outstanding resource persons. Let me just call source persons rather than as speakers, and they will share their experiences in publications. And I should probably share the time to Ibu Elisa probably here to introduce the the conference, iTELL Conference 2022. Ibu Elisa, are you there, or Daniel?
That will be me, Pak Agus.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
fantastic.
yeah.
So Daniel, now time is yours.
All right, thank you very much. I know everybody is expecting Ibu Elisa for sharing a bit of what iTELL Conference 2022 will be like in July, but to be honest, she is having another thing to do, which I guess distracted her for presenting about iTELL 2022. But that's okay. I will share my screen. So, welcome to, I started to welcome everyone because this is going to start very soon. We are road to iTELL Conference 2022, and these are the moments that that happened the last iTELL conference, and you can see here that people are so enthusiastic, in joining the event. They could, try the new best practice starting from VR. You can see here, and then the participants can give some questions to the participants. And well, this is just a bit of everything. So let me start. And maybe you are one of the presenters or one of the competition winners here, and we are expecting more participants to join the event. Okay, and maybe you can feel how close we are with the participants. And yeah, this is one of the best moments in iTELL conference that you can later talk to the presenters during the Tech Talk Upper Coffee. And in 2022, we are welcoming everyone to our campus in Yogyakarta, in Universitas Mercubuana Yogyakarta. So let's go to Malioboro, let's go to Sate Clara, let's have some fun in so many great places while having new network, while having new taste of sharing, okay? And let us see here, you have so many things to, talk about, okay? I myself feel like, well, I don't know which one is my favorite. Well, maybe you have your own cup of tea here, so you can just close your eyes and shoot in the dark. That might be your best story to tell. And in our next iTELL Conference 2022, you will experience so many different menus: keynote speaker session, plenary session, and parallel session. So I guess every of these will be your favorite, and we are keeping the secret. Everything is still in well sealed, yeah, that we will not leak it for tonight. And you can see here how lucky they are to have new friends, to have new network, to meet up new colleagues. And yeah, this is what is happening in 2022. And you will meet your idols, those who meet in who you usually meet in Twitter maybe, or in Instagram, that you can make a handshake, you can tell a good story in person. And Tech Talk Over Coffee will be your place, will be our distinguished session that everyone can grab a cup of coffee while sharing, while listening to a story from different different people, starting from low tech to high tech. I guess you just cannot wait for that. And about the conference fee, I know this is very affordable, and you can just screenshot this. You can make your notes, okay? I'm sure you will not miss that. And of course, about the venue, we will prepare the best place for us to hang out. There will be in Saijaya Hotel and Convention Yogyakarta. So later, Pak Jati will explain, okay, the secret, another secret, okay, that also we already told you last week. But again, this could be very, very fascinating. Okay, we will give you some grants. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned in iTELL Like Monday tonight, and we will see you in Yogyakarta. Thank you very much, Pak Agus. I'll give the floor back to you.
Thank you very much, Bro Daniel. Thank you. Let me just summarize in Bahasa Indonesia, because I'm afraid that some participants here do not teach English. And yes, just to summarize, so iTELL Conference 2022 will be held on July 7 and 8, right, Pak Daniel?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So I remember the dates. Oh, okay. So there will be outstanding plenary speakers. And of course, we have the parallel presentations and then workshops. And what is nice is the Tech Talk Over Coffee. That is the most interesting sessions 2 years ago in Bogor. So once again, kok bahasa Inggris lagi aku? Oke, Ibu dan Bapak. Oke. Aduh. Jadi konferensi ini nanti iTELL Conference 2022 kita akan ada outstanding plenary speakers yang luar biasa. Kemudian tentu ada parallel sessions, and yang paling ditunggu-tunggu, paling heboh dulu di Bogor adalah Tech Talk Over Coffee. Nah, tentu setelah conference kita akan jalan-jalan keliling kota Jogja ya, Daniel ya. gitu. Oke?
Sure, Pak Agus.
Baik. Tadi saya sengaja lempar waktunya ke Kak Daniel dulu untuk cerita soal iTELL conference. Presiden iTELL mah belakangan aja ngasih sambutannya. So sekarang deh Presiden iTELL. So ladies and gentlemen, now this is Gumawang Jati, the President of iTELL. Pak Jati.
Okay, thank you, Pak Agus. Selamat malam, teman-teman. Good evening. Good evening, Chris, from Vietnam, and also some participants from overseas, actually. Thank you very much for coming. Hopefully, you will join us later, Chris. From Vietnam is not that far. Can join in Yogyakarta. Just Google the place. It's a very nice and historical place to come and to have a chat with us later on. We have been working a lot via webinar. Then it's time to meet in person, I think. Yeah, so welcome. For teman-teman, then welcome to this TED Talk. Pak Hery will give some ideas later how to write an abstract, what we expect, and so on. So do not need to worry about that. And also Calvin. Yeah, some teachers in 2020, they come to the conference and they enjoy it. How many teachers here? I think Safitri was there. So, and also some people, Ibu Siti Hajar also was there. And Pak Ray, it's also Raymond is also there. So talk to them and get more crowd to come to Jogja. Then I will say later more about the conference grant, the teachers grant for this particular event. Back to you, Pak Agus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pak Jati. So once again, we are looking forward to seeing everybody in Yogyakarta. Now it is time for me to introduce the source persons of our discussion tonight. The first one is Pak Made Hery Santosa. Once again, Santosa, not Santosa. He is a faculty staff and a researcher at the English Language Education Program at Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. People know the university as Undiksa, Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha, Bali. So again, he has published lots of publications, including books, journal articles, and also Pak Made Hery Santosa has been an editor in or reviewer in Springer, Tashel, e.g. Kasetsart, and other journal publishers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check Google Scholars, I just checked Pak Made. Only in 2021, Pak Made has published at least 99 titles. That is fantastic. 99 divided by 12 itu berapa ya? 99 bagi 12. Ini luar biasa. Hampir satu bulan satu bulan itu berarti sekitar 9 ya. 9 artikel diterbitkan oleh Pak Made Hery Santosa. Okay. Pak Made tonight will share his expertise and okay, nanti Pak Made aja yang jelasin judul artikelnya. So Pak Made, everybody is waiting for your share. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Gus. Very charming, yeah. Our master of ceremony tonight or this evening. Good evening, everyone. Selamat malam, Ibu dan Bapak, teman-teman semua, rekan-rekan yang saya hormati dan juga tidak boleh disebutkan titik-titik gitu ya. Alright, so thank you very much for having us here this evening. So basically, we are going to share and talk and discuss simple things and how we can formulate later on what happens in our mind, for example, regarding with phenomenon or issues or problems that you see or observe within your environment, and turn that into something scientific. So basically like that. I saw many of my good friends here and colleagues, including Ibu Eka Wahyu, Ibu Rasna, Michael, Ibu Siti Hajar, and many others, yeah, that I cannot mention. Also, thank you for joining us, Grace from Vietnam. It's very nice to have you here. So basically, I'm going to share something simple and then trying to combine with tools, because we are basically working on a lot of technological tools. So you can call me Hery or Made, it's up to you. And if you want to contact me, you can contact my email later on.
It's not made,
So
right?
first,
Just
yeah, not made.
Hery.
It's not made, yeah, but many people do that, Pak Agus, yeah. Right, so first thing first, I would like to invite you to participate together collaboratively, yeah, into this link. Can anyone help me there? Go to slide.do or Slido, and then the code, enter the code there. I like Monday. Yeah, I'm sure you like Monday, all of you, right? All right. So if you go there, Slido or slido.com, you can do that too. And then the code will be I like Monday. And then you will be brought into this. I'm going to share this one now. Can you see it? Okay, so wait a moment for it appears. Jadi menunggu dulu Ibu Bapak, teman-teman. Right, some of you already answered that one. Thank you very much. So basically, you can scan the QR code here or go to slido.com or slide.do, and then the code will be I like Monday. And please respond to this question, please. Yeah, what interesting or troublesome or challenging situation or phenomenon that are taking place now in your class or situation? Yeah, you can start responding as many as you can. Yeah, as many as you can. We have like 4 respondents here at the moment, and then we can see several highlights, especially for this one, boredom. Yeah, this becomes the highlight because more than 1 people responding to these keywords. Yeah, let's say like that. Okay, let's have some more, probably around 15 to 20. Yeah, so just basically to give you ideas what happens actually in your class or situation, well, from many parts of Indonesia or even overseas. Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Bapak. Thank you very much for that. You can keep doing that one. So, but basically we can see there are some common issues or phenomena that are responded by you as the respondents this evening. First thing first, this is engagement. So you already feel and see that engagement seems to be a problem or an issue. The next one will be boredom, bored in the online class, which is similar. Then we can have some others. For example, human touch, passive, miss the noise of the class, yeah, learning loss, yeah, which is interesting. Okay, so I think I will wait for another 4 if you can, and then I will continue to the next question. Right, so I think that's enough. So we got your ideas here. Can you go to respond to the next polling question, please? So imagine that you already observed that kind of situation, challenging issues or phenomena in your context. How do you respond or deal or manage or tackle to those? Yeah, you can write a bit longer now. Thank you. The first one, building empathetic communication, and then asking the condition, and then try different methods. All right, interesting. Project-based learning using technologies. Right, thank you. Keep coming, please. Right. Okay, thank you very much. So we got the ideas now. Basically, you have the situation, whether it is a problem or it is a phenomenon, and then you already probably are doing something on that one. Yeah, we can see here from the responses, it's basically something happens in the classroom. Thank you very much for that. I would like to go back to the slides now. You can, we got giving a challenge as a highlight here. Thank you very much, Ibu Bapak. I would like to go back to the slides now. Can you see my slide, Pak Agus? Yes, thank you very much. So now I already gave you something to think. You are looking at issues or phenomena, yeah, that is happening or are happening in your surroundings. And then I'm asking you the way you deal with that. So basically, you are looking for something. You are dealing with something. Another thing that I'm going to give you as example is, like last week, many people ask about artificial intelligence, for example. Is it a friend or a foe? Yeah, so is it our enemies? And then we try to respond to that one. One of the participants today, for example, in the audience, Ibu Dini, questioning about gender representation in social media when Pak Jati already shared the information, for example. So it is interesting how you see this and then is interested in the importance of gender representation. All right, and then this one and many others. So these are some other examples as issues or problems as question in question number one, in polling number one. So, and then I ask you, what is the answer? How to deal with this, that one, yeah? So basically, in research terms, you are doing what is called hunch, Ibu Bapak. Okay, hunch is basically something that you feel is important, is happening, and probably disturbing in a way, yeah, that you want to know more. The thing is that in research, you need to support everything using scientific evidence. You cannot, use your common sense or, for example, just opinions for that one. And there are many ways to do that. Yeah, many ways to do that. I'm going to introduce you some ways to do novelty, that is finding the gap, by using several tools. Yeah, the one that I want to introduce now as the first is called knowledge map or open knowledge maps. Some of you already know this one. I think Mike already worked together with me on this one, and I know some of you already do this one. Are you familiar with open knowledge maps, Ibu Bapak? Before this, you can answer in chat rooms. Or just say it. No, okay, still learning on that. Thank you very much. No, yeah. Well, thank you very much. So I got this one. I got the ideas, and you can keep the responses come. Right. So one of the ways to find that one. So remember the first step just now, you've got the issues or phenomena, and then you think that you already deal with the phenomenon or issues, like the first polling and the second polling. But again, in research, you have to have so many supports or adequate supports, comprehensive ones and rich ones, to support your situation in first polling and second polling. So one of the ways is to read more. And by reading more, you need to search a lot of things. Now, one of the ways now is you need to visualize what is happening, yeah, into this topic. For example, the topic is motivation or students' boredom or students' anxiety. You need to know the situation of what happens on students' boredom so far from the beginning of the topic until 2021. By knowing that, then you know what to do. So what you can do for that one, for example, I give you an example of looking on digital literacy in EFL. So to start, Open Knowledge Maps is one of the platforms to help you to find the resources and at the same time also visualize the bibliometric networks. Yeah, so basically you will know who is working on what, with whom, and what happened so far with that topic. There are two databases here. PubMed is basically for life sciences and BASE is for all disciplines. So if you are from all disciplines, I suggest you to use this one. Now you just click go, and then it might take some time for you for Open Knowledge Maps to build the visualization networks. Let's see now. So depending on your connection too, yeah? Okay. Right, so we've got the result now. So basically it will be like this. Now, what happens here? Well, that is the thing that you need to understand. So the topic that we search is digital literacy in EFL, the keywords that I put in just now. Now you can see here that the biggest circle here means that there are a lot of people in this topic, digital literacy practices, student teachers, and so on, already work on this one. And if you click, there are some open key there, open access, meaning that you can read the PDF directly. Yeah. For example, if I click that big circle, it will zoom, yeah, and then you can click at different resources there. Okay, and then you can also, for example, you are interested in Professor Son's work, for example, you click this one, and then on the right side, it'll give you the information about that resource. If you want to know more, you can go to the link or even sometimes the PDF. Okay, so now what do you need to do with this kind of visualization? Let me go back to the original circles now or networks. You need to look for the smallest circle in bibliometric. The smaller circle means that not many people are working on that topic. So there is a potentially a gap there, meaning that there is something new that you can do on that topic. Yeah, for example, in this circle, one of the smaller circle is, for example, bilingualism. There are only two here. If I click bilingualism, we can have one open access and then one probably not, I don't know. So we need to check. Again, because we are dealing with the machines, you need to use your human capabilities to be critical, yeah, or at looking at the information. So for example, again, if I click this one, and then it will give you the information of that article. Okay, so that is basically the idea of open knowledge maps. You can cite this one because this can be also a resource for your writing later on and follow the style, which is like this. Okay, you can also share or embed in your website using this embed code. Right, that is the first way. If you want to know what happens about the topic so far.
How many other ways do you still have? I
still have a lot, but I'm going to introduce one more.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, one more.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Another thing that I'm going to introduce to you is called Revit. Yeah, you can go to researchrabbitapp.com. Let me copy this one first to you. And then you basically register and then, have the account set up and so on and so on. And then this Research Revit is quite new. And then it can do a lot of more, yeah, if you want to do that. So now you have several collections, and Research Revit is connected to Zotero, if you are familiar with referencing system. One of them is Zotero. So for example, I want to create a new collection, which is digital literacy. I'm trying my best, Pak Agus, because a lot of things, actually, if you want to do this, yeah, brainstorming research idea. But again, let me know, yeah, you can always contact me later on. So I already set up a new topic here, which is called digital literacy in FL. What you can do is you can add papers by searching the keywords, or if you have RIS, for example, or any database like BibTeX or RIS, which you can do later on. You can get from, for example, Publish and Perish, or Taylor and Francis Online Search, and many others. You can also just upload that one. Okay. For example, the easiest one will be looking by using, sorry, because this is digital literacy. So this is digital literacy in EFL. So basically, I just search that keyword, and then it will give you the, some works on this one. For example, I'm interested in the work of Solicati in 2002. Sorry, 2020. And then I can click add to the collection. And then if I want to stop, you can add some more. And then just want to show you how you use this one and read this, the research later on. If I click the work of Solicati, then I can check for similar works. I can export the resources into BIP or RIS, or you can download the PDF file. Okay, you can do that yourself later on. And you can also search, hopefully there are some similar works, and then it will give you some visualization like this directly. Yeah, in this article, we have 4 only related. Yeah, and then if I put the timeline, it will give you this one. Started by Knowles in 1975, and then the latest is Pratolo. Yeah, and then if I click Pratolo again, or another one, for example, from Jatakun, and then I can again visualize this one. Yeah, if there's any. Okay, so that's basically the ideas. If you want to look for other suggestions, yeah, you can have other suggestions, yeah, related to the first article that we have, and then directly visualize the one. The same, the idea is to know who is working what and with whom they are working, and then to know the gap. So because of the time, I cannot, have more, but there are actually a lot of things that you can learn using this one. And then again, in research, basically, you can use a lot of things. Other than this, there is what is called connectedpapers.com. Also voice viewers. If you want to learn for that one, you can just learn from YouTube, or you can contact me later on. But the last thing that I want to highlight, Pak Agus, hopefully I can still have time. So once you already got the information, you need to formulate your problems. And then you can use different ways to write your rationale. Yeah, you can use das Sein, das Sollen perspective. This is from German actually, into the law. But basically you can use this into social science. Das Sollen means what is expected. Das Sein means what happens in reality. So if there is a gap, then there is a problem. You can use also SWOT analysis, or you can use CARS model like this. Yeah, I will share later on this one. And then you can use also the bibliometrics visualization. Then after that, you write and you know the gap, then you need to think what you want to do. This deals with your design. Yeah, are you going to focus on numbers, which is quantitative, or are you going to focus on description, which is qualitative, or you are going to do both of them mix? Okay. Last thing, Pak Agus, research is having a support, a scientific support. It is a scientific method where you cannot argue only using your opinions. And you have to have scientific inquiries along the process. And remember this one, you cannot put the cart before the horse, meaning that you have to prepare everything before you start writing. I think that's all. I'm sorry if it is, too serious or probably formal, but that's the idea of, brainstorming our research ideas, Pak Agus and everyone. Terima kasih, Ibu Bapak. Thank you very much and hope for the best.
Thank you
I return
very
this
much.
to Pak Agus, yeah?
Okay, thank you very much. So, you know what? My jaw dropped again and again, Pak Hery. So this is fantastic. These two tools are brand new for me, for myself. And I think this is also new stuff for some participants here in this discussions. So, you know what? I've got a message. Pak Agus itu Anang Hermansyah ya?
Always.
Wah, ini Anang Hermansyah bukan lagi nyanyi tapi lagi presentasi tentang how to brainstorm research ideas. So again, thank you, Beli Hery. This is very fantastic. So the second short persons, we have Yustinus Calvin. So, Bro Calvin, are you there?
Yes, Pak Agus.
Okay, so this is another scholar that iTELL has. Now, Calvin is now active at Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris at Universitas Kristen Satya Wacana or UKSW. And Calvin is a new, or yes, his PhD is just fresh from the oven from Washington State University in Pullman. Is that right, Calvin?
Yes, Pak Agus.
So again, I believe you have some brand new ideas on how to write publications. And tonight I heard that you are sharing some tricks on how to write abstracts for conferences. Am I right?
I'm not trick, but some examples, I guess. So make it practical examples that you can later on use. Okay.
Okay, without further ado, so Pak Calvin or Bro Calvin, the next 20 minutes is for you.
All right. Wait for a second. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Yes. Selamat malam, Ibu Bapak. Good evening, everyone. So once again, thank you very much, Pak Agus, for a generous introduction. Yeah, so Ibu Bapak, before I start, actually this is just like a warm reminder for everybody that in our conference, you can write your abstract into languages. You can choose either in Bahasa Indonesia or in English, okay? And this is important, Ibu Bapak, that your abstract should be 200 words max, okay? So please no more than 200 words, okay? We expect to have a concise abstract, okay? So it should be 200 words, no more than 200 words. And when you later on submit your abstract, just also submit your short bio of 50 words, yeah, okay? And then another warm reminder that abstract accepted for paper presentation are scheduled or will be scheduled for 20-minute presentation. Okay, so you will have like around 20 minutes to present your paper later on. Meanwhile, abstract accepted for workshop. Okay, if you plan to have a workshop, then you will have like a 45-minute presentation. Okay, and for further information about the detail of the abstract, then visit our website, yeah, itel.org.id/conference. Okay, and the last one, just to remind you once again that the abstract submission deadline will be on 14 February next year. So you still have plenty of time. So write your abstract and send it to iTELL conference. Okay.
By the way, Calvin, do you have the reason why this is 14th of February?
I heard that iTELL will celebrate Valentine's Day together with Ibu Bapak. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that in our some group discussion.
Okay, go on, Calvin.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Pak Agus. Okay. Yes, talking about abstract, actually, I'm sure most of you here, Ibu Bapak, I think most of you have got some experiences in writing an abstract, especially for conference presentation. But then this is my approach to help you write an abstract, especially for our iTELL conference. I think one way that you can do is to see the examples, Ibu Bapak. Jadi lihat contoh begitu of typical abstracts as well as full papers accepted in our previous iTELL conferences. So let's say you have got some ideas from Hery's presentation. You have tried the technology, you have got the ideas. Now what you need to do, I think, you need to see the examples. Yeah, we need to see the model that we can follow. And like say something like, kira-kira kalau seperti ini saya bisa nggak ya? Okay, and I'm sure you can do it. But I think once again, it is good if you can see the examples. Okay, and Ibu Bapak, I will just like try to click this and take you to the iTELL.org.id website. If you are connected to if you are on laptop now, you can also try to open the iTELL website. Okay. And okay, if you click iTELL.org.id, you will be on this page. Okay. And what I want you to do is to click this publication. Okay. Select the publication. And we have two options here, book and proceedings. Just select the proceedings. Okay. And then we can just like see the most recent proceeding that we have. Yeah. Okay. 2020, I'll just click here. Okay, still loading there. Okay, so Ibu Bapak, if you click that, and then you will be on this page, okay, and you will see some papers there and also abstracts uploaded to our website, okay, and we have some writers there, and of course you can also see the titles there, and if you're interested in conducting similar research or similar study, I think that will be fine too for the purpose of our iTELL conference, because we expect in our conference something simple, but we can use it, we can implement it in our classroom. Yeah. Okay. So for example, Mbak Jati or Bu Vinita, can I just like try to click your paper and see? Probably Bu Vinita, okay, can I just click, okay,
Sorry.
to see.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Since you
Okay.
are the you have the power to do that.
Okay, still loading there, but for a sec, okay. Yes, okay. So Ibu Bapak, this is an example from Ibu Vinita Dewi. This is your homework actually. After this, you can explore our website, see the proceedings, and let's please read this full paper example. For example, about the abstract here. Okay, you can see how Ibu Vinita writes her abstract, and I think you can follow similar things that Ibu Vinita did in her paper, and also the parts of the paper that Ibu Vinita wrote at that time. And I think if I can say, this is like simple but very we can implement it in our classroom. Yeah. Okay. So you can think about this. Okay. Number one, once again, see the examples. Use those as your reference in writing your abstract and in writing your full paper letter. Okay, so that's one way. And the second way is this one. So a couple of months ago, I found a journal. This is Profile Journal. I'm not promoting this journal, but I found that this journal provides a very good information about how to write concise abstract, that I think we can use this as our guidance as well. And if you can take a look at the website, I'll just copy it here. Okay, this is a profile journal. Okay, and I'll just copy and paste here. Okay, once again, if you're on a laptop, if you can open it, okay, then that would be good. So we can see it together. Okay, so this is once again, this is from Profile Journal. Okay, and then basically you can see this information in the author guidelines. Okay, and then if you scroll down a little bit, you will see this guideline, very clear, very, we can follow this, yeah, okay? So let's see, okay? So, yeah, this is the abstract. Manuscript should contain abstracts of no more than 100 words, but I think for our conference, you are allowed to write around 200 words, okay? And should include keywords no more than 5. So this is the first important point. When you write your abstract, please include the keywords, Ibu Bapak, so that we can see later on, the reviewers can see some key ideas that you're going to present in our conference. Okay, so include the keywords. Okay, hopefully no more than 5. And number 2, avoid the use of abbreviations. Okay, and references in the abstract. Okay, abbreviation is like when you say iTELL instead of Indonesia Technology Enhanced Language Learning, for example. Okay, or in bahasa Indonesia you call it as singkatan ya, Ibu Bapak. Okay, so avoid the use of abbreviations and references in the abstract. Okay, and then this is number 3. I think this is very clear and straightforward. Remember that a good abstract offers a succinct or concise account of the problem, methods, findings, and conclusions of the study. Okay, and the abstract and keywords later on should be, or you can have the options. Once again, you can write in bahasa Indonesia or in English. Okay, and Ibu Bapak and everyone, I think this is very clear and straightforward. We can use this template for our abstract, okay? And we can start from the type of our study, okay? And then we can write the objective, and when you have the method, then you can write the method there and how you collected the data, and write down your or presented the results of your study over there, and also the conclusion and the finding. And you can see this, follow this format, yeah. Of course, there are many ways that you can use, but then for tonight, I think this particular website or journal might be useful for you. Yeah. And one more thing, if you are familiar with the academic phrase bank from the University of Manchester, so they have like what is called as a phrase bank. Okay, so this website provides many academic phrases that you can use, for example, to introduce your work or to describe the method of your study, for example. And it's free. You can use this. You can use some of the phrases there in your paper. Yeah, if you need one. Okay, like this one. If you can, for example, okay, I'll just see this.
The URL, the link to the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you for that.
Yes, Ibu Neni graduated from this university. You can contact her to talk more about this, further about this website, probably. Okay, so if I, for example, click this, yeah, there are many academic phrases that you can use for your paper later on. Okay, so my conclusion is that please write down something simple, but something that we can implement, use in our classrooms. Okay, so thank you very much. I think if you have questions, we can discuss after this. Pak Agus, thank you.
Oke, thank you very much. Saya pernah dengar abstrak yang bagus adalah abstrak yang dikirimkan ke penerbit atau ke conference organizer. Kalau nggak dikirim itu bukan abstrak yang bagus. So your abstract will be a good abstract is the one sent to the organizer, not the one in your computer. Oke, thank you very much. Ya gitu ya. Oke, cool. So we have what is it? Some questions. Now we come to the question and answer session, and I think we can lengthen our session ya until midnight. Beli Hery and Calvin, mau ya?
Sure, sure. No problem.
Okay, sudah ada pertanyaan di grup chat. The first question is about the iTELL grant, but I think I'll keep that questions later for our president. Somebody has raised the hand. I think I should give the time first to Antonia Suryantari. Antonia Suryantari, please.
Yes,
Okay.
I am here.
All right.
Is it okay if I don't open my camera?
Yeah, that's okay.
That will be fine.
Okay, it seems that Pak Agus is hesitant about that. Okay, so I would like to ask about the workshop. Is it okay if we use a certain brand in the workshop? I mean like this. Is it okay if, for example, using Google Map in our classroom, something like that? So there is Google is mentioned over there. Is it okay if we do like that? Thank you.
All right. So this is about the conference. Okay.
Correct.
So,
yes.
Yeah, but I think Bli Hery or Calvin can answer that point, or later Pak Jati will give the answer to. Siapa dulu ini? Pak Jati, Bli Hery, Calvin, silakan. Apakah boleh nyebut nama, nyebut merek di workshop kita, di conference kita nanti? Silakan. Yes.
Nyebut boleh, tetapi tidak yang utama. What's the aim? For example, if you're going to use Google Map, what are you going to talk Google Map? Then you use blah, 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 explaining this and that. For example, teaching preposition and so on. And in my class, in my idea, I will use this. I think that will be okay. Yeah, you are not selling the Google Map. But you're practicing something, working with your students, and one example that you do or that you did inside your class is using Google Maps. I think that will be fine. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. Pak Hery maybe got a better view.
I do agree with that, Pak Jati. I think the idea of iTELL conference, Ibu Antonia, is to share your, let's say, best practice or result of research. If you do so, about the use of that one. So it's not about something commercial, of course. Yeah, so you are using the effectiveness or any observable phenomena on the use of that tools. I think that's what I can add. But
thank you. Calvin?
Yeah, I agree with Pak Jati and Pak Manda. Very good point. Don't sell, but share your best practice in our conference. Good. But of course, it's okay I think it's okay if you mention the name, but once again, you're not there to sell something, but to share your best practice.
Fantastic. Thank you. The point is how to share experiences so that some other people can learn from you in your sessions. Okay, good point. So before we move or we go to Grace, I think I need to read the question in the chat box. Grace, stay there. I mean, question for Pak Made. Can we utilize data on research Revit app and open knowledge maps as the resources for writing systematic literature review paper? So, Bli Hery.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Agus. Ibu Firima, thank you very much for the question. This is a very good question. The answer is yes. and it is suggested. Yeah, because in writing systematic review, you have to be very comprehensive, and you have to show that you read from the beginning of the topic being discussed until today, because you need to show, you know, the trends, the updates about that topic. For example, you are working on, let's say, machine learning. You have to start from the very first time machine learning being discussed until today. And you can use different frameworks for systematic review, for example, using Prisma framework. So you have a guideline to review. And of course, because artificial
you can
intelligence,
synchronize to Mendeley, right?
yeah, the second one, because you are
Yeah.
using artificial intelligence, you can get a lot of information there. And it is possible to sync to Mendeley. For open knowledge maps, you need to get at least the PDF or the RIS file, the database. Then you can do what is called app smashing, Ibu Firima. App smashing means you have one app, like for example, you download articles or the database only, like .bib or .ris or RefWorks if it is from Zotero, or EndNote if it is from EndNote. This is normally from Mendeley. Then you can smash that app into, for example, Mendeley. Yeah, I'm sorry because of the time. I cannot, you know, there are a lot probably need to be told on this one, but that's the idea. For Research Revit, you cannot, Research Revit is integrated with Zotero directly. So you can put that into Zotero and then you can sync your Zotero to Mendeley. That is one alternative. The second alternative, you can download the RIS file, for example, the .ris file, and then smash the .ris file into your Mendeley.
Cool.
That's what I can answer, Ibu Firima. Thank you.
Okay. Very easy. It sounds easy, and it is easy, right?
It should be easy. Yeah, I just
Okay.
cannot show you the view. Yeah, at the moment, the
Okay.
visual.
Cool. We still have the other two. What is questions from Pak Ismail and also from Pak Eka Sugeng. But we have Grace raising her hand. Grace, now it is time for you to ask your questions.
So good evening from Vietnam. It's such an honor for me to join you your conference tonight, and I just realized only me Vietnamese participant. And I don't have any question for you today, but I just want to say thank you before I leave the meeting, because I'm gonna have the class at 8:30. So just want to say thank you so much for sharing sharing us some, useful and practical websites and links. This is our actually my topic of interest. Thank you so much, and I'm so lucky to join you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. And
Grace.
we are looking forward to seeing you at other iTELL sessions.
We
Yeah,
going to have the next session.
Yeah, I actually participated. I registered already.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Have a good night. I have to go now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grace, bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Thank you, Grace. Now go back to the questions. Again, Plimade, how do you manage your time in writing so many articles in a year? As we know that
Not
being
really.
a lecturer is very demanding and time consuming. Pak Made, I think this is not only Pak Ismail has these questions. So people probably is asking these questions. How do you manage your time? 99 publications in a year is fantastic.
Sudah bisa bahasa Indonesia kan gitu dulu ya sekarang ya.
Yes.
Tadi kok tegang gitu rasanya. Susah ngomong bahasa Inggris terus ya. Ya biar santai gitu maksudnya. Ya mudah-mudahan tidak ada orang Vietnam lagi. Kalau ada kita balik ke bahasa Indonesia. Makasih Pak Agus. Saya jawab dengan bahasa Indonesia. Pak Ismail, jangan percaya Pak Agus itu dulu pertama ya. Jadi tidak mungkin saya bisa menulis sebanyak itu dalam 1 tahun. Kalaupun ada, itu memang karena pekerjaannya Pak. Jadi saya mengajar di Universitas Pendidikan. Jadi seperti Bapak tahu dan teman-teman, seperti Bu Ivon juga di sini sama dengan saya situasinya. Jadi kadang membimbing banyak. Jadi ada beberapa, bahkan lebih banyak tulisan memang dengan mahasiswa. Artinya dari skripsi, tesis, dan disertasi, karena saya mengajar di semua level itu. Nah, sisanya memang ada yang saya bisa sendiri lakukan, tapi tidak banyak, Pak. Nah, masalah manajemen, ya memang harus kita punya passion sih, Pak. Itu sih untuk yang saya bisa sampaikan, untuk bisa memotivasi diri gitu. Kadang ada sih momen-momen saya ikut grup rebahan gitu, menatap langit-langit dan mancing gitu di laut, tetapi kembali lagi setelah fresh begitu mungkin lagi ke tujuan itu gitu Pak. Ya, tapi yang pertama jangan percaya gitu ya. Tapi ada yang ditulis, ada yang ditulis. Terima kasih.
Saya suka itu, menatap langit-langit gitu kan.
Jadi bukan menatap langit Pak, tapi langit-langit.
Oke, Ibu dan Bapak, supaya saya nggak dibilang bohong, saya baru post URL ya, profilnya Beli Hery. Oke. Oke, so
masih banyak ya. Pak Vin, jadi teman-teman juga ada banyak Pak ya.
Oke.
Sama-sama belajar.
So, kita belajar bareng. Saya suka kok, saya seneng kok bisa kenal Beli Hery. Nggak ada ruginya kenal Beli Hery. Yang berikutnya Pak Made dari Pak Eka ini. Pak Made, how to get a powerful novelty for our paper by using certain apps?
Yeah, I think you have to go back to the concept of finding novelty. I think Calvin can also add some more here. So I think you need to go back to the concept of finding novelty, research novelty. So the idea of doing research is always two, Pak. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu ingin memang mengarah ke arah riset, tujuannya hanya dua. Satu, harus ada kebaruan, yaitu atau novelty itu. Jadi apapun yang Bapak Ibu lakukan harus ada yang baru. Karena dia baru, yang kedua dia harus penting atau berkontribusi. Nah itu mungkin yang bisa saya tambahkan. Jadi maksudnya adalah jangan sampai Bapak melakukan sesuatu yang sudah dilakukan orang. Itu sehingga tidak ada kebaruan dan kemudian tidak ada kontribusi. Gitu. Nah, bagaimana menemukan novelty? Tadi saya sudah berikan caranya, minimal 3 ya tadi saya berikan. Yang pertama, Bapak bisa pakai filosofi berpikir das Sein, das Sollen. Ini paling sederhana. Jadi das Sein, das Sollen itu kita lihat ekspektasinya apa. Misalnya kebijakan pemerintah Indonesia bilang flexible learning harus bla bla bla. Das Sein-nya itu reality atau present. Nah, di reality ternyata kebijakan tersebut tidak jalan. Nah, inilah yang disebut dengan gap, Pak. Itulah novelty-nya, begitu. Nah, cara lain misalnya pakai SWOT analysis. Jadi Bapak cari strength-nya dari topik tersebut atau aplikasi tersebut, kemudian weaknesses-nya, kemudian opportunities-nya, dan terakhir threats-nya. Atau kalau Pak mau balik dengan TOOS, jadi dari threat duluan sampai ke strengths, itu bisa. Yang ketiga bisa pakai CARS model, di sana ada 3 move Bapak dari Soles, jadi Bapak bisa baca saja. Move 1 ngapain, biasanya melihat apa yang bagus dari sana, move 2 baru establishing a niche, gitu. Jadi Bapak baru mencari yang baru, dan ketiga baru mengusulkan yang baru. Kira-kira seperti itu. Dan ada banyak lagi cara lain sebenarnya. Itu kira-kira secara singkat.
Kan? Luar biasa. Oke. Yang tadi 99 saya koreksi. Bukan judul artikelnya, tapi citasinya. Yang dapat 99 tahun 21.
Iya.
Thank you.
Jadi kalau saya bawa ke ini, ke misalnya ke iTELL ya, maaf siapa tadi yang nanya itu, Pak Sugeng ya. Misalnya Bapak tertarik dengan suatu aplikasi, Pak. Katakanlah aplikasinya yang sederhana saja ya, Quizzes gitu misalnya. Nah sekarang kan kenapa Bapak harus memakai Quizzes? Itu yang perlu dipertanyakan. Terus mau diapakan topik Quizzes ini? Gitu. Apakah mau dilihat efektivitasnya, apakah mau dilihat solusi yang berhasil, apakah mau dilihat kesiapan siswa menggunakan teknologi tertentu, apakah mau dilihat persepsinya, dan seterusnya dan seterusnya. Kira-kira begitu Pak. Jadi harus dilihat banyak dan bisa dilihat dari banyak hal pada satu hal saja. Calvin, bantuin dong.
Silakan Calvin.
Oh, Oke. Ya selain tadi yang sudah disampaikan Pak Mada, sebetulnya salah satu cara yang saya sering lakukan adalah saya biasanya mengikuti sosok di dalam satu bidang penelitian tertentu. Misalnya kalau di reflective practice ada Thomas Farrell, saya juga sering ikuti Google Scholar-nya Pak Made juga, atau saya juga sering, kalau ibu bapak familiar dengan Bapak Ribut Wahyudi misalnya, atau Bu Yvonne, saya juga sering melihat Google Scholar-nya beliau. Jadi yang saya lakukan adalah, jadi saya mencari satu nama begitu yang menjadi panutan saya istilahnya di dalam topik riset tertentu ya ibu bapak ya, silakan ibu bapak pasti punya nama-nama tertentu begitu di bidang penelitian ibu bapak. Jadi saya pergi ke Google Scholar beliau, seperti yang tadi sudah disampaikan Pak Agus. Nah itu saya biasanya melihat begitu, kira-kira publikasi terbaru dari ibu bapak meneliti ini yang tahun 2021 tuh apa begitu. Judul-judulnya kan kelihatan ya ibu bapak ya. Lalu saya klik, saya download, dan saya lakukan pertama adalah saya biasanya pergi ke bagian conclusion dulu ibu bapak. Karena di sana biasanya ibu bapak akan menemukan ide untuk penelitian berikutnya begitu. Nah, to the best of my knowledge, biasanya kalau misalnya paper itu publish very recently 2021, 2020, biasanya saran-saran penelitian selanjutnya yang ditulis di bagian akhir, nah itu biasanya saya bisa katakan, ya ada unsur kebaruannya lah ibu bapak that you can think about and you can follow up in your research.
Thank you. Fantastic. So, selain Google Scholar, barangkali bagaimana dengan ResearchGate atau barangkali LinkedIn gitu ya, media sosial para profesional dan para periset di situ. Kita bisa ikut ini. Ternyata apa namanya followernya beli Hery banyak juga. Saya juga salah satu followernya. Okay. Alright.
Sama-sama follow Pak.
I follow you, you follow me, I and you follow one. Oke, Ibu dan Bapak silakan kalau masih ada pertanyaan kita akan buka sampai tengah malam.
Ini ada dari Bu Antonina, jangan tengah malam.
Lagi, oke. Bu Antonia, how do you justify whether or not a particular article is good enough to be one of our references? Sometimes our topic is kind of rare and there is not enough research published in the topic. So, how do you deal with this, Pak Madrid?
Oke, izin ya, Kelvin nanti ditambahin. Yes, it is true and it can happen, Bu Antonia. This may mean two things. Jadi berarti dua. Satu, topik tersebut memang masih jarang yang meneliti. Yang kedua, topik tersebut tidak menarik. Nah itu. Nah sekarang, bagaimana caranya jika ternyata argumen kita, kan sekarang kita harus berargumen, jika itu dipandang perlu, argumen. Jadi dengan scientific argument ya, jadi maksud saya dengan bukti-bukti ilmiah dan seterusnya. Nah, yang Bapak Ibu bisa lakukan, memang kadang ada satu topik yang masih sedikit sekali sumber pendukungnya. Yang bisa dilakukan adalah kayak ada payung gitu. Jadi ambil backup atau support dari payung tema di atasnya. Misalnya, Ibu Antonia ingin meneliti tentang penggunaan aplikasi tertentu. Katakanlah aplikasinya baru ya. Tadi saya cari coba misalnya ada Lucid Chart atau Creately dan seterusnya. Jadi spesifik pada aplikasi tersebut. Ternyata di konteks research tidak banyak yang meneliti tentang penggunaan atau apapun tentang aplikasi tersebut. Nah, yang bisa dilakukan adalah menarik ke atas ke tema payung di atasnya. Nah, ini karena dia pembelajaran berbasis teknologi, misalnya bisa memberikan empirical evidence-nya atau support-nya dari misalnya tema besar yang namanya misalnya technology based learning atau mobile assisted language learning untuk mendukung argumen tersebut. Kira-kira begitu, Bu. Mungkin ada tambahan?
Alright, thank you, Calvin. I think you can read the question in English, and I guess we still have a guest not from Indonesia, from abroad.
Is it? Oh,
I think so. So sorry for that. Azran Asmi Kafia, Miss Azran, are you still there? Are you with us?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening. I'm
Good evening.
here.
Sorry for talking in Bahasa Indonesia
Yeah,
recently.
relax.
I can comprehend very little Indonesian language.
Okay, so we are now talking back in English. Calvin, you're
Sorry about
fine.
that. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Calvin, this is about the whether or not it is of good quality article.
But I
That
must say, I'm sorry to interrupt. I must say that it's a great opportunity prior to that conference, ITEL conference. I also grateful to Mr. Jati and Miss Devi, Professor. They are of immense pillar. Though I haven't met them yet, but they're so nice people, and I think people like them rendering a great support to the new researchers and upcoming students who will lead in future the field of education. They're doing excellent job, I must say. And as well as I want to congratulate Professor Ivana, Francis Ivana. She has become that in charge of Asia TEFL 2022, and it is also be held in Indonesia. If the things are okay, the world gets better. I hope to meet all of you in person in that ITEL and Asia TEFL conference, inshallah. And definitely, it would be one of my pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you, and then we can build up later on a linkage research together in the
Sure, I
region.
really look
That will be
forward to
very
it.
good.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So back to the questions, Kelvin, do you still have some feedback to the questions about the article?
In addition to Pak Hery's answer or idea, this is what I did actually. What I did to look for the related references, if you say that you think there are no many research outside there, what you can do is, I think you can just go to one or two top journals in your field, okay? And let's say in our field we have ELT journal. I'm not sure whether it is accessible in your university, but that's what I did. I go to the one or two top journals in my field, and then I download one or two most related article related to my research. And what I did is I started from the references that this particular researcher used in his or her research, and then I just start from there in looking for the supporting references. That's number one. And number two, when I look for the references, I will judge if it is, for example, within 5 years at the back, I'll use it. 10 years, okay. But if it is more than 10 years ago, then probably I will look for other articles or references. So that's the thing practical that you can do. Hopefully it helps.
Suka yang muda-muda ya?
Okay.
Okay.
Just to add, Pak Agus and Mas Calvin,
Yes.
in one of the platforms called Connected Papers, connectedpapers.com, I think. If you select one article, there is two options: prior works and derivative works. That's, I think, the idea of what Calvin said just now. So you are looking at, the information built up for that article and then after that article. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. So, kenapa sesi ini baru sekarang ya? Ini harusnya kemarin-kemarin atau minggu depan kita ulangi sesi ini lagi. Narasumbernya Pak Made and Calvin lagi, gitu ya? Okay, Pak Jati, tadi ada yang nanya. So there was a question asking about whether the conference grant or ITEL grant is also available for private English tutors. Itu yang pertama. So Pak Jati, silakan sampaikan informasi. Tell the information about the ITEL conference grant.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pak Agus. So we're going to have a ITEL conference grant for teachers. So from private teachers, kursusan, that's okay. They are all welcome. There will be some selection later on. So don't worry, boleh ikut. Yang nggak boleh ikut dosen. Eka Wahyuning sih tidak boleh. It's not eligible there. Yeah, it's only for teachers. So like Ibu Antonia, you're welcome to join the competition. Ya, Ibu Siti Hajar tidak boleh, gitu ya. So it's for teachers, it's a free conference fee, not including accommodation and transport. So it's free. The conference 2020 is only a half, I think, a half of the conference fee, but this time it's 100% free. Yeah, that's the number of whether it's free or not free. Then the deadline for the abstracts that you have to write if you're going to join the competition, Bu Antonia, that's going to be the latest will be 14th of January 2022. The abstracts will be right around 200 kata. Ya, 200 kata saja gitu. 2020 banyak yang ikut, ada Pak Ray ada di sini, lalu tadi saya lihat ada Ibu Savitri, dan seterusnya. Boleh. Kalau di sini selain Bu Antonia yang guru siapa ya? Bisa di chat box mungkin. Fajarudin dosen, jadi enggak pasti bukan. Oh, Wahmio bisa. Iya, Ibu Suci mungkin ya. Silahkan Bu Lucia ya. Jadi that's good for teachers. Kalau punya kenalan boleh disampaikan ke teman-teman ya supaya ikut. Jadi intinya adalah sharing what happened in the classroom. Best practice is mostly welcome. Kita ingin banyak dengar cerita dari teman-teman yang masuk sekolah menengah ya, SMP dan SMA.
Saya guru Pak, saya.
Oh ya, siap. Nanti bisa kirim informasinya, mungkin ada di website. Ada yang bisa bantu saya untuk informasi grant? Ya, share screen. Ya, thank you, Vin. Jadi iTELL.or.id/conference 2022, silahkan difoto saja di sini. Ya, lalu itu ada
ya.
di screenshot saja, dibagikan dengan teman-teman. Abstraknya boleh menggunakan bahasa Inggris, boleh menggunakan bahasa Indonesia, dan juga boleh untuk guru bahasa Indonesia, karena sebetulnya iTELL is not only for English teachers. Ya, bisa untuk guru Mandarin, guru BIPA, guru-guru yang lain. Begitu sekilas info, diharapkan mungkin akan lebih banyak guru yang terlibat dan semakin seru gitu. Jadi ya sama-sama ngajar kan. Ngajar siswa, kalau cuma siswa saya ngajar SMA kelas 4 gitu, semester 1 gitu kan. Jadi kalau kumpul bareng seru sepertinya. Gitu. Pak Agus, monggo.
Oke, thank you Pak Jati.
Agus, mungkin satu hal aja.
Ini mau ngasih grant lagi.
Oke, 30 detik. Jadi Ibu Bapak yang masih misalnya mencari-cari ide juga bisa memanfaatkan resource yang iTELL punya. Jadi kami baru saja mempublish satu book chapter. Saya kira idenya masih fresh, masih baru di sana semua. Jadi Ibu Bapak silakan bisa kunjungi itu link yang saya berikan di chat. Oke. Nah, nanti Ibu Bapak bisa lihat di sana ide-idenya, lalu kira-kira mungkin semoga bisa dikait-kaitkan dengan apa yang Ibu Bapak kerjakan di dalam kelas. Jadi intinya sekali lagi something yang simple but practical begitu Ibu Bapak ya. Oke, so wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Calvin. So, Ibu Bapak, iTELL sudah punya buku tadi yang di-share oleh Bang Calvin. Ibu Bapak boleh download for free, available for free forever, gitu ya. Oke, thank you. So then the next, terima kasih Pak Made, Bang Calvin, luar biasa sesi malam hari ini. Kayaknya kita harus cukupkan di sini, karena kalau nggak dicukupkan ya tadi sampai tengah malam nggak ada selesainya, gitu kan? Oke, thank you very much once again, Ibu dan Bapak, beri tepuk tangan untuk penghargaan kita buat Pak Made sama Beli Hery. Baik, terima kasih. Sesi selanjutnya adalah tentang social media challenge. Last week kita punya social media challenge dan hari ini kayaknya ada informasi menarik tentang social media challenge. Okay, so social media challenge number 2. Siapa yang mau ngasih? Daniel or Shelia?
Okay, that's me,
Daniel, okay.
Pak Agus.
Okay.
Ya, Bapak Ibu masih semangat ya? Karena karena ada 2 hal yang belum terlewatkan, yaitu adalah tentang social media challenge yang kedua, dan juga nanti akan ada pengumuman pemenang untuk social media challenge yang pertama. But anyway, I would like to guide you to this very great announcement. Okay, social media challenge yang kedua. Okay, yang adalah kalau kemarin Bapak Ibu kita minta untuk screenshot ya event iTELL Like Monday yang pertama. Sekarang tantangannya adalah to make a quote about online learning using EduTech. Oke, membuat quote tentang pembelajaran online dan EduTech. Oke, saya yakin semuanya bisa. I know everybody is good at making this one. Okay, so you have a chance to win 2 prizes. Okay, the first one is an exclusive T-shirt made by iTELL, and also the second prize is a discount to join iTELL Conference 2022. Yeah, I know you will not miss this. So let's join me to see the details. Yeah, so these are the steps. Yeah, think about a simple quote, a short one, which is yours. Ya, harus ori, tidak boleh copy paste, tidak boleh mengutip. Ya, and then it could be written in English or in Indonesian. All right, or in your own language. Okay, if you are not coming from Indonesia. And then the quote could be designed in a form of poster or any graphics, which you think will be very, very sophisticated. Next, your social media account should not be set into private, and you will use your own social media account. And please kindly tag us if you are using Facebook, and then you can go to iTELL, okay, or in our Instagram, indonesia.tel. And this is important, don't forget to mention iTELL and your other 4 friends. And please kindly use these 3 hashtags: iTELL Social Media Challenge 2, or shortened into iTELL SOC, not SOS, SOCMED Challenge 2, and then Road to iTELL Conference 2022 and iTELL. And the deadline is on the 27th of December. Okay. And these are the assessment by the judges are the originality, and then the fitness with the challenge, and likers number, and the quality of the design. So, and of course, yeah, we are waiting for your participation. Thank you, Pak Agus.
Thank you very much, Pak Daniel. So, Ibu dan Bapak, all participants, we still have social media challenge number 2. Mas Daniel, pemenang yang pekan lalu diumumkan kapan, Bang Daniel?
Of course, that will be tonight. Are you all ready? Oke. Loh, mereka sudah menunggu dengan apa namanya was-was.
Dengan was-was gitu ya. Oke.
Oke.
Silakan
So,
Daniel, nggak usah
ya.
nggak usah dilama-lamain.
Oke. Ketawa aja kalau saya lama-lamain. Oke ya. Kita langsung umumkan siapakah pemenang untuk iTELL Social Media Challenge yang pertama. Tunggu ya. And the winners are jeng jeng. Congratulations to Kak Lilia Indriani. So you win the first prize. Okay, this is exclusive T-shirt from iTELL. Okay, congratulations. Give applause. And the second winner is Kak Laudi Armanda. So you got a chance to join iTELL Conference 2022 with a voucher discount Rp250.000. Congratulations, see you in Jogja. Oke, thank you Pak Agus.
Siap, thank you. Dan ini bukan karena inisial hurufnya L depannya ya, Dan? Kok satu Liliana, yang satu siapa L juga?
Ya, itu
kebetulan
takdir.
Takdir. Oke, baiklah. Oke, selamat pada pemenang, satu dapat T-shirt, yang satu dapat voucher. Betul ya?
Betul.
Fantastic. Oke, ada yang saya lupa tadi kan di awal, atau kita biasa kasih prizes bagi questions yang quality-nya bagus. Tadi pertanyaan di sesi QA ternyata ada dewan juri yang mengamati pertanyaan para partisipan dan dapat hadiah yang bagus pertanyaannya tadi. Baik, Ibu dan Bapak, all the participants. Now this is the time for me to announce yang dapat voucher siapa ya? Ada voucher sama t-shirt juga, saya perlu bilang. Nah, kita akan pilih dua pertanyaan yang bagus. Nah, ini vouchernya 250, ada t-shirt iTELL yang akan diterimakan kepada pemenang atau penanya terbaik. Yang pertama yang mendapatkan kaos adalah the one who wins the t-shirt adalah Pak Eka Sugeng. Pak Eka, ya Eka Sugeng betul ya. Silahkan nanti berkontak dengan tim iTELL untuk menyampaikan alamat postnya supaya tidak ketemu Ayu Ting Ting salah alamat. Oke, berikutnya adalah pengumuman untuk yang memenangkan voucher diskon 250.000 dari conference fee. And remember, the voucher ini tidak refundable, jadi tidak bisa diuangkan dan harus digunakan untuk conference iTELL 2022. Tidak bisa diuangkan dan tidak bisa dipindah tangankan. Itu yes. Dan pemenangnya malam ini adalah Ibu Antonia. Ibu Antonia, silahkan berkontak.
Thank you.
Oke, congratulations. Silakan kontak tim iTELL supaya bisa dikirim vouchernya dan kita akan ketemu, kita akan ngopi di conference iTELL Conference 2022. Baik, hadiah sudah dikasih, sudah disampaikan baik dari social media challenge maupun dari penanya yang luar biasa pada sesi diskusi kita malam hari ini. We are coming to the end of our session tonight. Tapi sebelum itu ada informasi cakep juga yang perlu saya share kepada teman-teman, kepada partisipan. Yang pertama, Tevin tolong di-share, saya nggak hafal tautannya slide-nya. Oke, that one. Jadi sesi yang ketiga akan diselenggarakan pada tanggal 27 Desember. Exactly itu adalah Senin yang akan datang. Anang Hermansyah, Made Hery Santosa yang akan jadi moderatornya. Resource personnya ada Ibu Ivon. Ibu Ivon ada ya malam ini? Ibu Ivon, say hi please. If you are still here. Tadi saya ketemu sih, lihat.
Yes, I am here, Pak.
Oh, okay, Ibu Ivon. Thank you. Preparing the presentations itu dari Ibu Ivon next week. Kemudian yang kedua adalah Miss Frances Sinanu. Yang Frances kita, beliau ada kemarin jadi narasumber di Saturday Tech Talk with Jati and Dale. Now, itu yang pertama adalah untuk sesi pekan depan. Jangan lupa daftarkan diri di bit.ly/road-to-iTELL3 segera saja supaya kita tidak lupa, supaya nanti iTELL juga bisa kasih reminder melalui email yang Ibu Bapak gunakan untuk mendaftarkan diri. Once again di bit.ly/road-to-iTELL3. Okay. Thank you for this. Again, kita akan ketemu lagi pekan depan. Yang berikutnya ada informasi cakep lagi adalah slide berikutnya, Tevin. Bukan sebelumnya ya. Nah, this one. Oke. Ibu Bapak tadi sudah di-share sama Kak Kelvin, kita punya buku yang downloadable forever. Kita tidak akan monetize ini. Ini adalah for free. Gratis selamanya. Buku iTELL di itel.org.id/iTELLbook di situ. Kemudian kita juga punya Telegram iTELL, silahkan masuk Telegram. Kita sudah ketemu kawan-kawan pegiat pengguna teknologi untuk pembelajaran bahasa. Ada grup discussion juga, ya. Kalau Telegramnya di bit.ly/masuk Telegram. Kemudian ada grup discussion-nya ada di bit.ly Telegram iTELL. Nah, oke. Kemudian yang conference tadi juga sudah di-share, mudah carinya itel.org.id/conference-2022. Itu informasi yang saya dapat share. Kita akan ketemu pekan depan di iTELL Like Monday, sesi ketiga. Terima kasih untuk malam ini. Mohon maaf kalau ada sesuatu yang tidak membuat hati tidak berkenan, Sekali lagi, Agus DP minta maaf sebesar-besarnya. Sesi malam ini, Pak Jati ada closing statement atau tidak? Atau kita tutup?
Cukup, Pak Agus. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, everybody have a good night. Stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.